Here it is. The fact of the matter is, if you can't afford to buy a house today and you don't have money saved, by the time you have money saved and by the time you can comfortably afford to buy a home, if that's something that you're actually interested in doing still, inflation would have eaten away at the buying power of your money. So how do you combat this? The most simple and easiest way is to teach yourself about investing, buying low-cost index funds or ETFs. The problem is there's like a mental barrier for many people to get into the stock market. There's fear, doubt, lack of knowledge. That's why I continue to make videos, and I will always continue to make videos. Here's one thing that actually has been on my mind that I notice on a regular basis is, when you're driving and sometimes there's these people that are, and this could be you even watching this video, but you have to make a left turn outside of like a plaza or some parking lot. You have to get through one whole lane and then end up in the other lane on the opposite side going the opposite direction. A lot of people will actually stay there and risk getting into an accident, expecting somebody else to stop for them, take on that risk and make that left instead of taking the easy route, which is you go right the way the traffic is moving on the side that you're on and turn around and come back because you're going that way. That's what I personally do most cases, unless it actually makes sense for me to make that turn, just because I value not getting into any sort of accident. Like, I trust myself. I don't trust the other people on the road to not get into an accident with me. What that tells me is that people value their time so much so that they're willing to risk getting into an accident just so they can save a few minutes to get to their destination versus, maybe it might take an extra couple minutes, but you still get to the same place. Obviously, when you work, you're trading your time for money. Most people work, right? The people making these turns most likely work, and they're still in that 9 to 5 or building up their business. They're not in a financially well-off position yet. They'll take this risk to save a few minutes. You can actually buy your time back in the future by just learning to invest. Invest 10% of what lands in your bank account every single month, assuming you've paid off all of your bad debts and you have an emergency fund in place. You can invest into a low-cost index or blue chip stocks. But I'm just talking to the person who is losing buying power to inflation because they don't own a home either. This eats away at your money over time, and it's really, really tough. But you have the knowledge and resources available to you on the internet for free. I'm just one guy making a video. There's so many other videos about this. There's so many articles about this. There's websites and blogs that teach about this. I'm just trying to get in front of you, get your attention for a little bit. Hopefully this speaks to you and you can start going down that rabbit hole and get interested and learn and teach yourself so you can build a better life for yourself in the future. Because right now you're trading time for money. Every single day is so important. You may not be able to work and trade your time for money forever. So the dollars that you earn, put them to work. Put at least 10% of them to work and invest it. If you don't know how, learn to invest it. You just got to type in how to invest. There's a bunch of videos on my channel. That's just one way to combat inflation. Other ways are, increase your skill set so you can work a higher paying job. You try to live below your means, and then the gap between your old job and your new job in terms of salary, you invest that difference, and suddenly you can start to make a lot of progress quickly. Staying in the same position and expecting something to change is not really going to do anything. And then there's obviously the other option of side hustles. Have a side hustle 1, side hustle 2. You have so many hours in the week outside of your job. You have your weekends. You have that time available to you to make some sort of money that you can put away and invest for the future. So take advantage of it. Really think about that and think about how you're going to handle inflation. One great way is to learn to invest and invest in the market so you can get a rate of return on your money, have your money working for you while you're sleeping, while you're doing other things, like working physically. But yeah, anyways, see you guys in the next one.